Week 8. Penultimate week. Sorting through matchups, Ceruledge and Arma, but still doing. This feels a little high on volume. There we go. That's much better. But still doing Ceru Arma, just sorting by relevance. So we have Firefalls and Druidic kicking us off in Ceru. This was a match between 1v11. Druidic needed this to be a 6-0 to keep up and have a shot. So we shall see how it goes. Alright, Swampert knock. A knock exchange. That's a banded knock too. You know what? Banded Swampert. I kind of like it. I kind of did. And calling out a switch with the Earthquake. I see it. I like it. Earthquake doesn't make contact, so you don't get poisons. You actually just kind of threaten it out again, yeah. Lilligant on the flip out. Rapier just takes negative damage from that, but Avalanche happens. Deals a fair bit. Gotta watch out for CCA, gotta bail over to Pex. What do you send in here? With Crown to avoid the Toxic, yep. And to directly threaten it with Psychic damage. Baneful Bunker. I think at this point you live the Psychic, you know what? And you put Surf. Okay, cool. I guess you can't send in T-Tar because Tachytar is a Psychic move. So you're just kind of scared there. Zapdos comes in, once again, threatening T-Tar. Alright. T-Tar stayed in. I like the guts. Oh, Terrifying Terra Blast. I'm not entirely sure how much that matters. Fire Punch. Swap over to the drill on Earthquake. Proc the Sash, but it's a good thing there wasn't hazards up. Earthquake just misses. It is a tragedy, but... And now in comes Firefalls with a Cudgel on his way. Bonk. Once again, Regenerator on good power unique list here. But now, unbelievably set up, knockoff won't work because boosted by, because you can't have the Ivy removed. Unfortunately, Terra Steel means Ivy Cudgel runs through this team. And now Pex is out, the end stopping champion or something like that. Or substitute in its face. Dog, that's rough. Just summon its face, you know what? I fully get that. Yes, I fully get that at that point. That is just... like, there was just nothing to be done there. As soon as it got to that point. With the substitute out, yeah. Just not gonna happen. I was expecting something Tantrum, but sub works. Alright, moving on, we have a really important matchup. There's actually like a lot of stupidly important matchups. So like this one is a 4 versus 5, which would be very important if it wasn't like top 8 for playoffs, and so therefore these two trainers are both a fair bit above. So Eon versus Bildo. Claw gets a yawn off. Alright, Insane to take on... It has to be Moxley at this point. Insane loses Citrus Berry, cool. A Hydrapple gets burned. I'm pretty sure Eon's fine with that. Then you knock off lefties. Thickling does not get the boost. Not that would be killed with the boost, I don't think. Party shot away over to Necrozma. To eat the Earth Power. Skarm comes in, Iron Defense. And Calm Mind. Oh, this is stored power. But Whirlwinds. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Whirlwind exists. We'll just handshake on spikes there. But Billy has one of the best spinners in Cyclizar. Billy no longer has one of the best spinners in Cyclizar. Lives even a crit. Terra Electric to dodge. Really nothing. Agility, though. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Agility Porygon. Oh, dear. And it's Terra Electric. Can this break through? It does. Oh, dear. Well. We Terra Steel. So Thunderbolt, which was the safe play. Sadly, there was nothing you had to get the KO there, I don't think. Unless you're running, like, fire moves as well. Anyways, more spikes go up. In comes Thwack God on the Skarm, which is like not a time to send Thwack God in, but get rid of the helmet. You know what? I can appreciate it. Move over to Ensign, who is running a bit low. Gets the burn off too on Skarm. That'll be nice for a little bit of physical chip, but unfortunately it is 3 layers of spikes on your side, and you're down your spinner. As opposed to 2 layers of spikes on Eon's side. And now Whirlwinds. Whirlwind Scar might just clean up here. Why would you U-turn? You're just going to take more damage from the spikes. Or rather, roosting up and then take damage from the spikes afterwards. Because, yeah, I don't think you're only removing the spikes. Wait, why did I burn this yet? Only hope it maybe a yawn, but you burned it earlier with Ensign. So, sadly, Skarm just kind of whirlwinds from here. Spoiler, Claude can't touch it. Ensign is repeatedly shown it does not have the damage output with Drain Punch. So, and Necrozma is built around setting up a stored power. None of those work against Skarm. Eon wins this one 4-0. Yeah, we'll just kind of tune out this one's going to take a little while because just whirlwinding out over and over is going to be boring, but you know what? We'll let them go. We'll check back on it. Check back in on it later. Between this match and the next one, I would have put me and Fowler. Slight problem: me and Fowler had massive scheduling issues in that I work a rough schedule for anybody who works like normal during the day hours. So next up, we have Winter and Neko. For Neko, this is win or die. Neko loses, they're out. For Winter at 8, definitely needs to win as well, just to like try to keep pace with the cutoff line for playoffs. Knock off Ogerpon turn 1. Should have been afraid of the Sludge Bomb, but you know what? It worked. You got it very low. Unfortunately, it is Regenerator, but you know what? You're kind of okay with that. Aqua Step did a lot. Just has to go for another Aqua Step. Is that Moxie? U-turn from Meloetta. Missing a Ceaseless Edge. Gotta love it. And then Focus Miss. Got a nasty plot off. I don't know why Toxic is the move of choice there. If you Spore, you at least shut down the threat immediately. Or, like, you hope to shut it down immediately. But now that it's Toxic, it's just going to keep clicking the funny haha button move. And just keep doing damage. And, yeah, sadly, well, failing out on our challenge, I'm not wanting to click Focus Blast again. Especially when you have Meloetta just able to clean up like that. And Hyper Beam. Guys, please stop using Hyper Beam. It's really not a good move. But yeah, Winter gets that taken care of. So Neko is out of playoffs, sadly. To be fair, last until its penultimate week was for this division. Like, that's the first elimination we've had. And Winter gets a much-needed diff boost to try to help with tiebreakers that are inevitably going to pop up around that last playoff spot. Because, good lord. Alright, next up we have Fadi versus Ivory. This is 6 versus 9. Very important for playoffs. Like, even more important than the last one. And then there's also one that's even more important right after this. Ivory needs to win. Try to keep up, because they're at the 9 spot. And Winter, who was at the 8 spot, won. Blissey shuts down Kilowattrel. Just absolutely shuts down Kilowattrel. Invites Umbrellum though, so mildly scary. What are you gonna do about it? Just swap to Serena. To be immune to Leech Seed. Triple Axel comes in. Only hits once. That's unfortunate. Focus Punch, trying to get through. Unfortunately, gets all 3 that time, and therefore interrupts the focus. That's rough. We say an M to take on the next one, which it does with a Plum. A knockoff AV on an employee on foot turning out, getting hit by Rocky Helmet. Alright, Kilowattrel, you send in Blissey again. Yeah, like easy switch. Over to Meta, who insta-bails to implement on a double switch. Serena is the one who came in. Chooses to synthesize while down only like 6% HP, but you know what? I'm not the one in charge. Kilowattrel, so you send in Blissey. No, you live! And Triple Axel, if this hits all 3, it kills. And it kills. And just like that, Ivory is in a pretty good spot. Although the Blissey is like mildly useless now. Meanwhile, a couple of Steel Psychics introducing Gen 3 face off. Did Jirachi live that Earthquake? Holy shit. Pointless crit on the second one, gotta love it. Then comes Conk. On the Mach Punch, they did fucking 65%. Holy fuck. Alright, Breloom comes back in. Tried to Focus Punch on a switch, but did not get the switch. Instead gets Drain Punched. Sets up Seed. Almost dies, but fortunately takes Poison Heal and now Leech Seed. Now escapes death. Subs again. 3 Triple Axel hit, kills. Crit on the first one actually did not matter. Unfortunately, did get all 3 hits again. So now Breloom's gone. Now he can just sack Serena for the Rocky Helmet chip on Metagross. Fire just parting shots out immediately, wanting nothing to do with that. It sends in Emblem into die. And you send in Grafai to Grafai die. Facade. Facade's gonna do more now that there's a burn. Will do enough to kill. Yes, it will. Fortunately, Ursaluna is going to die to its own chip before it gets a chance to complete the sweep. It will also die to Gator Drain. That will also do the job. So, Ivory keeps their hopes alive with a clutch 3-0. And there's a chance they can make it. They're going to be part of a massive clusterfuck at the top. Or at the cutoff line. That's just the nature of Cerulege Division. And the final match of Cerulege for this video is Radlup and Dame. Now the 7v10. Fail over to Glasgow immediately, which is, you know what, very fair. Azu comes in. What's your answer to Azu? Your download P2, which, you know what, I can respect. Defense drop kind of sucks. And now you're down in Eviolite, but you've paralyzed it, which is also very good. Knocking off the Mystic Water. There was a vision there, and I can respect it. There was a vision there with Mystic Water. Rocky Helmet, as always, on Fortress. Coil gets going from Dame. Rocks go up. Full para, Sag. Knocking off lefties, but slight problem. You let it get to this point. Even the ×2 attack, that Earthquake did only a quarter to Garchomp. And Garchomp had the phasing move, so there goes that plan. It's a good thing you pack phasing on Garchomp. Hurricane Mist, not that it would have done more than like 10% to Goodra. Ice Beam on the switch out, and just like that, down goes Biscore. And that was a violent shift in how this game's going to go. Shuka Berry on Goodra. And then just click the Draco Meteor button. Haha, funny. Oh, hey, look, Radlup didn't bring Hoopa. I wonder how he's gonna do. Ivy Cudgel does barely anything, so now all those hazards are gone. Porygon 2 comes in. Very scared of me and Xiao, so has to swap out. Fortunately, Braviary, Hisuian Braviary is like the perfect switch into a fighting move. Heat Wave is probably a Shaman click, trying to catch that. Alright, P2 gets to recover up. Superpower did less than half. So that one did a lot more than half. Holy crud. The power of it being stabbed. Goodra. I did 20%. You know what? That was a lot more than I thought it would. Slight problem. It's still not a lot to Goodra. You need to do a lot more in order to like actively threaten it. Bailing out over to Ogerpon. Knockoff doesn't get boosted. In comes Garchomp on the Cudgel, which, you know what, is absolutely the best swap. Apparently, the best option is to just keep cudgeling, despite the fact that it's doing so little. Encore into Earthquake. If you had Earthworm, that was obviously the switch, but Earthworm died, and that's a second Hurricane Miss. That is just off, and a Freeze. That's god awful. That is just rough. Curse of Winter indeed. Tis sadly a loss for Golden Mucka 6-0. That's gonna be rough. I don't remember off the top of my head if they keep in, but gonna be something for the end of the week screenshot of the standings. But moving on to Arma, we have Deegs and Blue Jay. This match, least important because it really is only important if Blue Jay happens to lose, and that makes the final cutoff spot very important. Couple poison types in the field to start. Psyshock, but forgot Dark type. Sorry, Deegs. It is Dark Poison, which is just a rough type. Thank you, Radlup. Also, Blue Jay was recording too, so we're being so base in content build here in BFR. Join the fun if you're in BFR. Go ahead and record your stuff. Absolutely talk yourself through it. For some people can't talk and like play at the same time that you like internalize their thoughts. For some people, it helps to talk though. Court change to swap the spikes around, which is honestly quite huge because that was getting out of hand very quickly. Proto's special attack. In comes G-Bro, who's going to die to the next T-Bolt, and you don't have a great T-Bolt switch in. Pop the balloon. Snyder weak to the ground move. The follow-up. Yep. Alright. Azu got probably an Aqua Jet, or swap out to Slowbro. T-Tar also works. Maybe slightly scared about her ground move, but you live just fine, and T-Tar gets the kill, so there we go. And now Serena comes in, absolutely threatening the shit out of T-Tar. Swap over your slightly weakened G-Bro. Alright, sadly G-Bro goes down. Whoops. That's defiant. Oops. Stomping Tantrum on, I assume, just leaving Quilfish to die, but then CC. I think at this point, you're just done with defense. If Zapdos doesn't get the kill, you're just gonna lose the game. Fortunately, Zapdos is good. Yeah, it happens. It happens, Blue Jay. It just kind of happens. Blue Jay lost, which makes it much more interesting around the cutoff line for Arma. Because, like, there was an outside shot where Arma had their 8 decided before the final week. Which, like, would have certainly been interesting, but not gonna matter. Moving on, we have Heffrey versus Maki. Heffrey down at 11. Maki up at 4. So, Heffrey needs this very badly. He needs this to be a 6-0. Like, very slim outside shot, but needs a 6-0. And unfortunately, with this sort of team build, I don't know if 6-0s are on the cards. Especially because Ursaluna is just in position to just take literally one. Knocked off Toxic Orb turn 1, which is going to completely neuter Gliscor. Neutralizing Gas on Wheezing, so it's not immune to Earthquake. Switch over to Umbreon. Don't remember not to accidentally Toxic this thing. Back over to Wheezing. Oh, trying to get yourself poisoned by a Synchronize. I can applaud it. Skill swap? Holy... Oh no. Trying to get yourself poisoned? Oh my gosh. Skill swap would have been absolutely hype, but... Wish Protection Anaginry. Free Rocks on the Protect turn. Good job by Heffrey. Gigaton Hammer, that's not a lot. I'm gonna keep it real. That was a lot less than I expected. Why'd you click self-rock again? Assume misclick. I guess at some point it doesn't matter. That's a sword dance. Oh god. Why would you give it a choice scarf? You gave it a scarf. No. After its sword stance. No. That is not... Okay, never mind. It's still slower than the Salamence, which should not be surprising. Vicometer gets a Moxie boost going. Sadly, I have to bail because Umbreon. Protecting against the Spore. Now we're going to bail out to Ogerpon to get the next Spore, presumably. Yep. And an Encore into Spore. That is 2 Ogerpon Cornerstones I have seen run Encore today. And I don't know how to feel about that. What I do know is that Ogerpon getting into position to just kind of sweep from here. Doesn't quite get... Is that like the best click you have in total? Oh, trying to gamble on a switch out. Wind up stacking Salamence. Ivy Cudgel does not make contact, so it doesn't get poisoned yet again. Encore into Baneful Bunker. Oh, that's awful. Encore on this thing is awful. You get another Sword Stance because why not? And yeah, now it's just kind of over. Hefrey, unfortunately, I think eliminated from playoffs with that, if I remember correctly. Ogerpon Cornerstone just ran over everything today. In both games, actually. Shoutouts to Rocks. Next up, we have Jace versus Val. This is more of a seeding matchup. 2 versus 5. 2 being Jace. Jace did his own video, which I have watched, so I have seen how this one goes. Rocks for a flip turn. Terapagos, obviously boots, comes in. Terapagos spin away. Alomomola comes in. Rocky Helmet to get the chip, to break that, and crit. That's the highlight of this game. The Terapagos crit unraveled borderline the entire thing for Jace. Which is just a little unfortunate, but... You get rid of Terapagos. Unfortunately, Goodra's gone. Goodra is a threat. Cleavor especially is a threat. See, there he is. CC. So it's Scarfed. Obviously, because there's no shot outspeeds Iron Treads. Skyman gets shut down by Goodra. Terra Poison is your Terra type of choice. We are going to break through, though. Eventually. The Spadef drop sucks. Gonna keep looking Stone Axe with Scarf. Basically, he's gonna be miss or crit. Got the miss. Sea Flare does not kill, sadly. Doesn't even get Spadef drop either. Back to miss or crit. Or running out of Synthesis. It was the crit. Again. Double crits. And sometimes that's just how the game goes. Dragon Dance? What the hell? Dragon Dance Draco Meteor? What the fuck? Sure, whatever. Cool. T-Flame comes in, Throat Chop. Gets burned though. That is awful. You were Not that it matters because you're dying to U-turn anyways, but tis a tragedy. Quillfish just comes in, yeah, finishes us off with a flip turn. Head smash miss, just icing on the cake for Jinx, huh? Dude, that was... Sometimes the luck just goes against you. Alomola dying to crit sucked. Shaman, it was kind of an inevitability where it's either going to be the crit or you'd run out of synthesis before they ran out of Stone Axe. So that one was just kind of inevitable. The Alomola crit just sucked though. So that makes things even more confusing at the top of Arma, which it kind of needed. Alright, next up we have Iger and Crep. This is 1 versus 3, by the way. Iger still undefeated coming into this. And I think with Jace's loss, if Iger wins, it's a guaranteed 1 seed with a week to spare. Which is honestly impressive for only a 9-week season. We shall see how this goes. So, no guarantees. 2 very good teams. Could very well be a playoff matchup in like a second round or finals, depends. Custap Berry, you know what? I applaud it. Vaporeon shuts down Dawn Faded. Sorry. A nice double by Iger. Get Muck in. Poison Fang? No double poison chance? Neither of them procs. Cool. High Grapple eats that Earthquake. You're bailing out Terra Bug. You know what? I like it. Tachyon Cutter. Earth Power was 33%. AV. Double AV, actually. The Dawn comes in. Oh my gosh, so much swapping. But you know what? It's just a momentum game at this point. Crown comes in, gets the healing from the Wish. This 1v1 is going to be very important. I think because Crown is faster. Never mind, Crown got crit. Oh, crits once again. A substitute on the Ice Horse this week. You know what? I love it. Scald doesn't even break through. That's concerning. That was a crit and did 37. Okay, never mind. I don't think Vaporeon is scared at all. Okay, sub Iron Defense this time. You know what? Fair enough. Haze goes through sub though, so sadly does not matter. This is kind of a do-nothing matchup right here. Vaporeon's probably running Wish. Practicing Wish right here, actually, yep. So yeah, Wish, Protect, Haze, and Scald. Which absolutely shits on Ice Horse. Alright, Mammo comes in this time. He's the Earthquake, and what move do you click in his place? Earthquake back. We gotta switch over to D-Knight. Watch out for Ice Shard. Actually, no, you don't actually have to because you have E-Speed. That's right. Tauros intimidates. Really, that yes, you are multi-scale and not just whack-ass inner focus. Dunsparce got a throat spray up. That could be considered. Never mind. Bails out immediately. Back over Tauros to shut down the attack stat. Rocky Helmet also disables multi-scale. Will-O-Wisp, again, just intent on burning everything. Shuts down Prim's healing. Muck comes in for the D-Knight. Switch. Back over Tauros immediately. Absolutely not asking questions. Back for the Vaporeon on a Prim. Vaporeon can't actually do anything to Prim, so yeah, Calm Mind. Who are you gonna heal? You're gonna heal Vaporeon. While you haze off the Calm Mind. That's right, you have haze. I've short-term memory, where are you? Anyways. Muck comes back for an with poison move. Dawn comes in. Okay, poison this time. Still neither of them. Eats the Earthquake. Prim comes back in to get crit by Giga Drain. That's rough. And then Draco Meteor does a solid amount. But resist Body Press? I don't... got the defense boost, but Haze again. This Vaporeon, I feel like this Vaporeon was specially built just to shut down Glacier. Scald on a switch out to Donphan, and Crap is running out of options. Dragonite doesn't have multi-scale anymore. One more Intimidate for the road, because why not? More Rocky Helmet Chip. What do you do here? Probably die to Draco Meteor. Or the Fickle Beam. They're both the same thing, actually. You're running both. I just realized you are running both, which I applaud. Icicle Crash, that's a sign of giving up. There's no shot you can break through Vaporeon. A burn would be nice any day now. Oh, nice crit. We'll need about 3 more of those. Any burners in chat? Any burns in chat? Oh, at this point, Vaporeon's just going down. Yeah. Vaporeon's gonna win this. And just like that, I do believe Iger clinches the 1 seed. Alright. I'll confirm it with the end screenshot of the standings, but yeah. Next up we have Panders and Clovey. Clovey, this is must win. Clovey loses, they're out. Simple as. Panders at 6. Loss doesn't kick him out immediately, but a victory almost guarantees them a spot, I would say. I'm not gonna quite confirm that, but 2 battles left. Raikou, Vikavolt are the leads. Webs go up. That is Icy Wind on Infernape. That is special Infernape. You've got to remember, Infernape has a special attack. That's actually Zoroark. That's my bad, folks. Well, now I don't have to worry about it. Now we have Infernape back again. Only switch immediately after Raikou on the U-turn. Over to Quag, who takes nothing from Trailblaze because God bless Quag. He's just so good. Gonna get the poison or recover? You know what? Get the poison here. I'm not concerned about Raikou being fast if it's slowly killing itself. Exactly. Now, yet Raikou loses that despite having grass moves. Oricorio defogs, which you know what, very valid. Just to get poison too. Quagsire once again showing up, putting in work. Failing out over to Rhyperior. Time for rocks to go back up. Lowered evasion, so could have gone for a rock move. Goes for the ground, which I guess is fair. Rock is resisted. Quag dinks off a bit, so Quag just click Earthquake again and gets the Raikou. God, Quagsire just be like that sometimes. Sometimes Quagsire just randomly dominates a matchup, and there's just nothing to be done about it. Skarm survives with Sturdy. A bold choice is just send in Skarm here. Bail over to Crook. who isn't him, which I don't know if this affects Quagsire that much, because it just heals again. Knock Off, getting rid of Lefty's gonna help in the fight against the Quagsire, but once again, Quagsire's just too damn good. Heals again. These Toxics are getting out of hands. Crook comes in, another Intimidate. Earthquake's now doing negative damage. Clicks Stealth Rock for some reason. Okay, finally something else comes in. Quaquaval comes in. Loses Lumberry, and barely loses an Earthquake, and then gets the free Dragon Dance from killing Crook. Cool. And that's the end of the game. That's the end of the game. I'm gonna keep it real. Yep. That did not kill. the preemptive GG. Although I guess now, yeah, Oricorio is just kind of doomed. Oricorio doesn't have enough turns, and in comes Quagsire again to stare at it while it just wilts away. God, Quagsire, my beloved, look at him. No thoughts, 100% health, the ultimate BM. You did nothing at all to this Quagsire. You did all of that work and it led to nothing. Sometimes Quag just be like that. Is that still going? But never mind, I think this is just about over too. Just a nice little check back in. Yep. Cool, we got to see the end of that one too. And now moving on to final match of the day. This is Maddie and Snarfy. Snarfy is at 8, Maddie's at 9. Or other way around, actually. Maddie's at 8, Snarfy's at 9. That's my bad. I'm so sorry. So if Maddie wins, this could really upset the playoff field, or like really lock down the playoff field, actually. Snarfy win, and that leads to things becoming complicated. Trademark, patent pending. We got the prototypical rain team, Hurricane being brought because you're going against the rain team. You live Ice Beam, barely, and you know what? I applaud it. Probably Assault Vest. Weakening special attack, Ting Lu is going to absolutely punk on Zapdos all game. And that's just going to be a problem you have to deal with. And now there's spikes they have to deal with. Battle over to Clef. You've already used the booster, so that's already kind of mission accomplished against our good pal Root Bonnet. Once again, that's just going to be a problem, Ting Lu. You just can't do damage to it with Zapdos outside of like a rogue U-turn. And then you just have other stuff to take on whatever comes in. Defog. That's right, Conk gets Defog. I always forget that Conk gets Defog. Why are you sending in? Politoed took that much better than I thought. I'm gonna keep it real. I thought Politoed was just gonna explode violently. The Bonnet comes in. I think the reason Bonnet came was for Gastrodon. C-Bomb gets a crit. I don't know if a non-crit kills from here. They fell over to Conk. Conk. Why Conk? Hard press? What the? What is that move? Strength Sap, and now got the burn too. Oh, that's awful. A Politoed comes in. Once again, tanks that Magigacha, which... And another burn from Magigacha. I forget that Magigacha burns. Is that a grass? Oh, man. Neither side knowing what stuff's going on. There's Magic Gallop coming from one side. There's a fucking hard press from the other side. I didn't even know what that move did. Sucker Punch failed because Strength Sap. And Rubon's kind of dead in the water. And now the rain is preventing it from healing. Strength Slap. Strength Slap. Oh no. We are in for a world of hurt here. I think Snarfy's gonna win this just by virtue of Maddie not knowing at all what the hell our good pal Sinistra does. It's just like, yeah. Gunk Shot, not even a third, and, well, I guess burned. That does make sense. Crunch. Yeah, this one's over too. Snarfy. Can they clinch out the 6-0? Probably. Magic Gotcha can miss? I know nothing about that move. Oh my god. Can I get 2 misses? Sadly, no. However, no wake-ups either. And now comes Brute Bonnet, who's just going to get Strength Sapped. It is a Ghost type. Oh no. Man, he lost to a huge knowledge check. That is just Sinistra. Not knowing what Sinistra is or does, that is awful. I'm so sorry. Yeah, Sinistra is a pain. Well, that is it for all of the battles. Here's a screenshot of the standing. I took a screenshot because some battles for the final week have already been played. As you will notice, myself and Fowler have not played the Week 8 game. That is coming this weekend. Everyone else, congratulations everyone. We've only had like 2 forfeits total. And one that has like had the chance to be made up between Neko and Billy, I believe. But going into this final week, Instant Rule Edge. Fire Falls is win and 1 seed. Very simple, because no matter how well Fowler does, cannot make up that much of a differential difference without a Fire Falls loss. Eon at 5 and 3. Myself is kind of a weird one here because it's either a 5 or 6 way tie for between 4th or 5th to the outside looking at the playoffs. Damien, Druidic, and Neko are all out, sadly. But really good seasons by all of them. I mean, everybody in a division getting 2 wins is honestly really impressive for such a short season. Like, comparatively. But right now we have a massive deadlock at the middle spot. Which is why me beating Fowler would be so huge, because I can just avoid all that. Ivory has the differential disadvantage, but I think Billy and Foddy both play each other. So Ivory is actually going to win in. Foddy Billy is going to be for a playoff spot. Over in Armor Rouge, congratulations Iger on one of the best seasons we've had in BFR. 8-0, 35 differential. 35 of a maximum of 48, by the way. Only lost 13 Pokemon in those 8 games. And still has a game to go. He's kind of just set the tone for being a menace. Jace, Maki, Crep, all at 6 and 2, all fighting kind of, well, 2 through 4, no real difference other than the prestige for number 2 being regular season runner-up. Because as long as there's any buys or anything, it's top 8. Papa at 5 and 3. top 5 are all secured in. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's a 5-way tie for the last 3 spots. Pandas, Blue Jay, Snarfy, Floppy, and Matty Mac. This is going to be interesting to see how this knot will work itself out. Heffrey and Deegs are both out. I'm like 90% confident they were out last week actually too. But we have ourselves quite a few. We have 3 teams that will be eliminated next week in the final week. A lot of must-win games are going to be happening. Once again, that video, hopefully all the games will be done like by the end of this weekend, so I can actually get the video done early in the week, so that way there's no like waiting to see the playoff bracket for people who like just watch this in the distant future. But yeah. Next time on BFR, I will be playing Power. My final week game is against Druidic. And then there will be a Week 9 recap in which all of these games, all the remaining games will be played, and we will set the field for playoffs. See you guys then.